RBB Morning Show, the coach, mentor, marketing, and social media strategist you need each and every morning. RBB, a live morning talk show that gives you the ability to get the coach you need, strategist you wish you could afford, social media manager and strategist, marketing strategist, project manager, certified OBM, VA, business startup strategist, profit strategist, web strategist, email funnel strategist, sales page strategist, PR strategist, time management, mindset, and overall business development strategist. We answer it all. With over 25 years of business experience, both in corporate and small business worlds, we really can answer it all.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. And yes, it's Friday the 13th with a full moon. So I hope everybody has a safe and wonderful Friday. I am already having a really awesome Friday. So I am super excited today, and I'll share a little bit about that in a little bit. But we're going to wrap up the discussion about sales this week. So my hair is all kinds of frizzy this morning because I put a hooded sweatshirt on. I can't believe the flack I've caught for discussing sales this week. I have gotten so many women who have messaged me to criticize what I've taught for sales this week, and that's not how sales is done. So I'm calling this one person out. I'm not going to call them by name, but they messaged me a novel and a half, people. Like, it was, I scrolled for like 5 minutes. No, not quite that bad. Like, I had to scroll a decent amount to read this whole entire thing on my phone of how horrible of instructions I was giving on sales. And she knows because she does value-centered sales. And that is how the world works. And I don't understand that you have to sell to people. Otherwise, they may not want to be friends with you. And you want to get that information out there quickly so that you are making sure they understand that you're going to sell to them. And she called me a few very nasty names, mind you, of how deceptive I was and how horrible I am. And thank you. That's what I'm saying to that is thank you very much. I obviously am doing something right to get so much criticism on what I've been teaching this week. I mean, I've been teaching you how to do, and a really good name to call this is value-centered sales, because it's all about giving value before you're pitching yourself, and making true connections and really engaging with your ideal client before you start selling to them. And I really can't believe the people that have argued with me this week. I've gotten 57 people who have messaged me to argue with me. I didn't know that many people watched the show this week. So I'm impressed. I must have done something right. And I don't take that as criticism at all, but I do find it very, very sad that something like a discussion about sales from somebody who has a corporate sales background would trigger so many people. Very confused. I have also gotten a lot of messages. I get on average a couple hundred messages a week about the morning show. And I've gotten a lot of messages of people thanking me for some of the sales tips they've gotten and reminding them how much or how important it is to really engage with your prospective audience before you make a sale. And anybody who has a traditional sales business and sells products, or I have a client who is a travel agency, they understand the value of investing in your potential client before they get to that point. And it's very, very important. And it all comes down to things that we all know we need to do. Networking is huge. We all know that. That is not a secret. That is not something that is an unknown. That networking is a huge step in up-leveling your sales and your lead generation for your business. I spend a lot of time networking with local women's groups and other local businesses. Tomorrow, I'm doing a vendor show for a all originals band event, and it's called United Artistry Live. And I'm got myself a vendor table there so I could talk to people out in the public and just be out there supporting other businesses. I think there are going to be like 50 vendors there or 70 vendors, something like that. Oh, believe me, I plan on talking to each and every one of them tomorrow. I need to make myself a slideshow. Sandra, if you're watching, remind me, I need to make a slideshow for tomorrow. I forgot to do it. And it's really important to just get out there and interact with people. I have a client and friend who had something terrible happen in her neighborhood yesterday, and she was out there helping and help rescue somebody. And later on that evening, the news knocked on her door and she hid. And I'm like, why would you do that? You are a woman-owned business who was able, because you were still home and not out to work, to jump in and help another woman, supporting another woman. As a women-owned business, you own your own skincare. I mean, I would have been talking about that the whole entire time to the news crew and reminding them that you own your own business. Free advertising. She's like, oh man, you're right. Yes, I am. I am always advertising my business. I have business cards on me all of the time. Right now I need to get new ones, but these still work because they have all the right information on them. I don't have our new logo on and everything on them, but I have business cards that go with me all the time. Every bar I'm at, I pass out business cards. I have another business where I do support local venues and bands in doing their marketing and management. So I have business cards for that. They're in my wallet out there. But I'm always passing out cards. I am my business. My business is me. And even though we are an agency and it's Gina and I am Be Boss Girl. I am Be Boss Girl 24/7, 7 days a week. And I'm always talking about it. And always promoting myself and always out there. That's part of being a business owner when you're a small business owner. When you become a corporation, life becomes a little bit different and your advertising budget is millions of dollars a month. So you don't have to worry about promoting yourself and networking quite so much. But even then, you better believe that those CEOs are still networking. They're just networking on a much different level than we are. So networking is how the sales in the world goes round. So you need to invest in that time to engage and network and invest time in your potential audience. That's what that is. Invest the time. What is your customer journey? Are you investing in your customer journey to people buying services from you? I saw a thread on, I think it was Women Helping Women this morning. I can't remember which group it was, talking about coaches and how business coaches aren't worth anything. Well, I'm going to, as somebody who is a business strategist and consultant, no, I am not a coach. Please do not call me a coach. It's the word coach one is way watered down for a lot of things. And you have to be careful because you're hiring somebody that can get you to 20K in 3 months. I call BS because not every business is ready to be making 20K in 3 months. Not every business can make 20K in 3 months. If you are a VA, you are not going to be able to charge what you think you should charge to get 20K in 3 months because you are one person doing the work. That is just not a viable business opportunity for you. Now, if you had a whole entire team doing that, and there's just too many people who are scamming people. I mean, it comes down to that. And having a coach, I have a coach. I have an accountability coach. That is a very different thing. Her job is to coach me and move me along and get me to do the things I already know I'm supposed to be doing, but help me move that along and go ahead with my life and work. That is her job. She is absolutely a coach. But a coach that tells you if you are a business that offers a service and you are just one person offering a service, the chances of you getting to 20K in 3 months is very small, and you're investing 5K, 10K in this coach, and you're not going to be able to get there. That's just not a realistic goal. I mean, do we all want to be 6-figure a month businesses? Heck yeah. Well, who doesn't? But in order to do that well, and do that in a way that's going to be sustainable, I call BS on anybody who touts that or says that they can make that happen for you in a less than a 3 to 5 year time. BS. And don't hire that person. And I don't care if they are making 6 figures. They're making 6 figures because they're charging you 10K to give you a bunch of BS. So truth behind sales is a necessary thing. Reality. And in the Facebook world, unfortunately, we see more BS than we do see actual, real live, authentic, and quality coaches, consultants, VAs, even web designers. I mean, you've heard of my whole web designer, Gina's and my whole web designer story over the last couple months. All graphic designer, all of those things. Unfortunately, valuable and valued people are fewer and farther than between than they should be. And it's not that those that aren't valuable and good couldn't be. They just choose to be scammers instead. So you have to be careful when you're hiring somebody. You have to be careful when you are selling to somebody, and be truthful. If you can't do it, be honest and say, well, I don't offer that service right now, but I'm willing to learn, and I'll learn at a discounted price for you, or something along the line. Or no, I can't do that, but I know so-and-so can. And that's why telling quality is really, really difficult in the online space, because anybody can lie on a resume. Anybody can lie on their Facebook page and their Instagram. Even getting referrals isn't necessarily the best thing in the world, because they could be having a friend that's a referral or something. Unfortunately, it is really, really difficult. The best way is to troll not only their business pages, but take a look at their personal. And you could see people's personal stuff, at least to a limited extent, online without being friends with them on Facebook. And see if everything matches. It all comes down to that consistency. If there's consistency in their message, in their branding, in everything, and there's consistency in everything you hear from them and see from them, that's a pretty good indicator that you're going to do better than maybe not. Definitely network and get yourself networking with a group of people who you do trust. And that's the one thing I love about Be Boss Girl, is Sandra does what she does, but Sandra knows that Susan on our team can help her with Kajabi and can help her with email marketing and setting up. She's an amazing tech and strategist OBM person. We have Gina, who is a process OBM and is amazing. We have Lisa, who is a graphic designer and does audio and all of that. We know that we could refer people to her, and we all work together and we talk together every day. We hold each other accountable for what we need to do for every day. And I strongly suggest that you become part of a community like that. And that's what we're giving people who've become limitless, is we're giving them that community, so that they get to know people, so that they can trust people and see what they're doing and be able to tell whether they actually know what they're doing or not. And be truthful with those that you're potentially going to work with or not going to work with. If you see somebody post something and you're like, oh, I worked with somebody like that, they were really, really bad, make sure that you ask XYZ, because I wished I would have. And I've done that a million times for web designers lately. Make sure that you ask, or that you see, or whatever. Share that information you've learned through the bad stuff, so that others can learn. That's a really important thing. Women tend to think that they can't ask for help. when they do ask for help, they usually look at the easiest place. And they also, women have, and yeah, I'm a woman and I'm saying this, women have power trip issues. And when they own their, and I see this so much, I own my own business. So that means I'm more intelligent than you. I know more than you, whatever. We've had clients hire us to do whatever. Okay, let's just pick something. Launch for a new course or something like that. And then they constantly like tell us that we're doing is wrong and then complain when they do something else and it fails. Well, you hired me because I know what I'm doing. We have a client that fired us recently. And yeah, I'm being real. We have a client who fired us recently because she thought she knew better, and went through, redid a bunch of work that we did, and then tried to launch on her own and do the last phase of her launch on her own, undoing probably 3/4 of the work we had already done. And nobody attended her webinar. Nobody has purchased her course. She decided to do a Facebook ad on her own and got her Facebook ad account banned because she wasn't following the rules. I mean, when you hire somebody, if you don't know what you're doing and you hire somebody, let them be awesome because you've hired them to be awesome. If they're going to fail, let them fail awesomely because you've hired them to do what they're supposed to do. Hopefully you've spent the time and effort to research them before you've hired them. But again, let them fail awesomely. Let them be awesome if they are awesome. Susan is amazing with Kajabi. She knows the Kajabi is a pain. I hate Kajabi. I really hate Kajabi. And you have to do things in an exact order in order for everything to work together. And if you do anything out of order or go back in there to modify something or do something, you're going to break the whole entire thing. Happens every time. Hire somebody that knows what they're doing. And if they don't know what they're doing and you've hired them, one, that's on you for not making sure they knew what they were doing. Two, you can't always tell. I mean, I hired somebody who was an amazing graphic designer. I will give her, not graphic designer, excuse me, web designer. She did amazing work for the first couple of projects that she worked with me on. Really amazing. It was she didn't do the work issue, not that she couldn't do the work issue. Keep open with communication. Make sure that you stay on top of who you hired without micromanaging. Don't micromanage them. That drives everybody crazy, yourself included. But when you go through that process and you are careful and really get to know the person you're going to hire because they have networked with you, they have engaged with you, the chances of having better quality goes up a whole lot more. Good salespeople are not feeding you a line of BS. Good salespeople have taken the time to get to know you. You've therefore been able to get to know them, especially in a small business. The salesperson is the owner, is the person that's going to be doing it. And when you've taken that time to invest, you've therefore taken time to get to know them and therefore have a much higher level of trust with them. That's how you tell quality, is that time investment. I think that's really the best advice I can give them. And I can give any of you. Now, my exciting news, because we do need to wrap up because it's Friday. I was approached by Forbes Books to write a book with them. I am super, super excited. This is the second publisher now that has reached out to me to have me write a book. I am so excited. Take a look at my own personal business page, my Rockstar CEO. If you want to tell more and see more about my thought process last night, as I had a little bit of a panic attack. I am super excited and I can't wait to dive in. I'm also excited because Gina finished her ebook yesterday. I finished my ebook yesterday. They launch on Wednesday, which is International Ebook Reading Day. we're really excited. Everything's moving ahead around here, and we can't wait to interact and engage with you more. Come on over to the Become Limitless community. We are really enjoying the community spirit over there. And while we're a very small community right now, there's a whole lot of value in the SEO, ladies, out of this world. Have an amazing Friday. Remember to rise, become, and be. Do not let the curse of Friday the 13th even worry you in the least bit, because if you don't let it, you'll have an amazing day. Happy Friday. Remember to rise, become, and be. Have a great day.
RBB Morning Show, the coach, mentor, marketing, and social media strategist you need each and every morning.